Sail into the void on the second ball. Retry for the third. Hebert on the pocket. Come on, come get the three. The three is down. That's a spare. John Lescarbeau has a high single 135, a high series of 606. And there's a strike, though, all the while. John Lescarbeau misses the object pin. John Cadiero for the spare. He's got a Lescarbeau. Cadiero 1-3 pocket. It's gone. Spare for John Cadiero. John Lescarbeau. Cadiero. Lescarbeau. It becomes a spare. Nice one. And he'll take a strike, though. And a 3-drop spread eagle. Oh, but a nice spare, though, in there. Leaves 2 on the deck. Hebert. It's a spare for Bryan Hebert. He's on. John Lescarbeau. There's a strike. Tops of pins are a little bit hard to see, so I'm going to just adjust the pin cam just a little bit, as little as that's going to make an effect. But anyways, there's an effect. There's a spare for Mr. John Lescarbeau. And there's a spare as well for John Cadiero. Lescarbeau, yeah. Spare, a double. Cadiero, also a spare. He's an average 88.60, away average 89, home average 88.7. There's Kristen Poirier, she bowls a strike. Lescarbeau on the head pin. Yeah, there's a spare. Will he take everything out? He'll miss the object pin and leave the object pin. Everything else is gone. Cadiero, ooh, nice spare. Bryan Hebert single pin spare on the left side. Here it goes, and there it is. That's a spare for Bryan. Basically should have gone, but just not a lot of action there. Kristen Poirier on the single pin spare. She has got it for the spare. No problem for Cadiero on the single pin spare. With wood, it's. Here's John Cadiero for the spare shot on the head pin. Loosely on the head pin. It didn't matter. That went. That's a way to get the 4 horsemen. And so does John Lescarbeau. He gets his spare. Lescarbeau. He gets a spare, and that's the idea. Here we go. Kristen Poirier. Yep, that's exactly how you do it. Kristen Poirier with a spare. And straight back with not much of an angle. Bryan Hebert on the spare, and he's clocked in with a single pin spare on perpendicular wood. A 6-drop for Lescarbeau, and a 5-drop for Cadiero. Oh, and a spare. There's the. He'll take down 8 on the fill. And for a strike, that's an 8-drop for Lescarbeau. Cadiero with a 7 split. And there's a spare, though. Anyway. Oh, Kristen Poirier, though. Nice correct. On the first ball, misfire. Kristen Poirier's on the 1-2 pocket. Will she get a strike? Yes, she does. And Bryan Hebert, though, no. Kristen Poirier on the strike fill. 9 or 10. It's a 10 fill and a spare on strike for. And Cadiero will. Oh, yeah. Steal it. Steal it any way you can. Larceny by Mr. Cadiero for a spare. And John Lescarbeau, yeah, so what? Look at that. Cadiero on that diamond. He blows that diamond up. Kristen mixes down 6. Split 6, Bryan Hebert will bomb. Kristen Poirier, she'll take a spare too. Nice. 1 of the 4. Hebert, nice spare. Beautifully executed spare by Bryan Hebert. Lescarbeau, single pin spare. He's got it for John Lescarbeau so far. John Cadiero, he's going for the strike. Come on, 5 pin. Oh yeah, the dance was the key to that one. And a 7 split for John Lescarbeau. He wants to spare that up. So what? That's a spare for John. Kristen, oh, that's looking good. It is good. Oh, yes. That's a spare for Kristen Poirier on the 4. Hebert. Beautiful recovery, Bryan Hebert. Oh, my goodness. That was an impressive ball. 5-7-10 leave is a difficult one to convert. John Lescarbeau, he needs a spare, and he's got a Lescarbeau. Single pin spare. It's no problem for an unforced error. A 7 box for Mr. Cadiero, and that's a spare for Mr. Lescarbeau. Cadiero, spare shots, final ones of the game in the match. Spare for Cadiero. Just spare for Cadiero. He's got it. Salad aside as 103 in a bonus. And no problem. So what for John Lescarbeau?